So Jon Jones and the GOAT has struck again. Jon Jones is starting the conversation that he is a GOAT. Okay. But when I say he struck again, Jon continues to use the same argument, which is numbers, and it annoys me. But I don't know that he's wrong. I might be the one that's wrong here. Right? I mean, if you have two businessmen, we're both businessmen and I have more money than you, and you ask a group of people who's the better businessman, whoever has the most money, they're probably going to give that award to, right? I mean, there's a lot of things in life where numbers matter. I push back at it on Jon only because I see the beauty in being able to extend your career. I think you will be looked back more fondly if you have an ability to successfully extend your career. But that is where the numbers come in, right? Jon has defended the title. He put something up. He's defended it like 14 times, and Anderson did it 12 times. Amanda Nunes was on the list. She's done it 7 times, but he put a list out. And because he had defended the title more than anybody else, he therefore was the GOAT. Now, Jon might be the GOAT. He's not getting my vote, but he's in the top 3 even on my vote, right? And I don't like him. So I got a bias. I still got to put him in the top 3. I just reject his premise that he has to have those numbers. When I was getting ready to compete with Jon, we were on a conference call. And Jon had weighed in and said, I really want to beat Chael because if I do, I will have tied Tito Ortiz for the greatest light heavyweight ever. And I remember hearing that, even as a naysayer and as his upcoming opponent, go, wait a minute, you think you don't know that you're better than Tito Ortiz? Is that real? Is that really coming out of your mouth? You think there's a question, Jon, of whether you are better than Tito Ortiz? But Jon did. He was very sincere. Well, no, Tito's better. Tito's better. Why would Tito be better than you? Well, he defended it 6 times, and I've only done it 5 times. If I can beat Chael, then I'll at least have tied him for the best ever. Now, I bring that story to you because it was organic and real and at least lets you into Jon's mindset. He is not trying to sugarcoat things. He is not trying to paint a beautiful picture. Before he had the numbers, he was not coming out and saying, I'm the best. I don't care if I have the numbers or not. I'm the best. I can beat anybody that came before me, which means I'm better than everybody, which would be true. If you can beat all the other guys, then you are better. But that's not how his mind worked. His mind worked upon the numbers, including when it did not serve him. Now, I'm bringing that to you because Jon has a level of sincerity here, and we know he's sincere because he was making the same argument even when it did not serve him. Of saying things like, if I can get one more win, then I can tie Tito. And shocking, this might surprise you, he did beat me. There's a little more to it. I mean, there were some nuances within the unified rules, but either way, they raised his hand, and then in his next contest, he won that one too. So then he came out with, I am the greatest ever. He never said it before. He gave it to Tito. And then for a period of time, he said, I'm equal to Tito. And then once he had 7 and Tito was at 6, he goes, okay, I'm the greatest ever. That doesn't make him right. There's not very many times in life when you want to go, okay, what's the right answer here? Let's ask Dum Dum Jones. I'm just here to share with you, whether I like it or not, that he is very sincere with his belief. I feel as though Jon could have stopped fighting 5 years ago. And whatever Jon's standing is in the sport today, he would still have back then. If he didn't have these numbers on his side, I think that people would still be very observant upon his abilities within that division. The greatest ever argument is not going to go to somebody who stayed within a division, though. We just live in a different era. This champ business is very real. It's hard to dismiss what Henry Cejudo did. It's hard to dismiss what McGregor did. It's hard to dismiss what St. Pierre did. In fairness, it will be hard to dismiss if Jon Jones is able to get that heavyweight belt. But I think that would be the dialogue. I think the only person that knew Jon defended that belt 14 times is Jon. When he put that graphic up today, I have the foggiest idea if that was true or not. I just accepted it. I will never know what the numbers are, but neither will anybody else. It's a little weird that Jon does now. I mean, right? I mean, it's a little bit of a narcissistic thing. If you were to ask me what my record was in anything I've ever done, grappling, wrestling, senior year, sophomore year, the foggiest idea. I don't know because I'm not a nerd.